Test. 1, 2, 3. Test, test. 1, 2, 3, 4. Meanwhile, testing. Now let's go back to the monitor. All right, let's see how this works. Hello, hello, hello. I am now a viewer. I am that one viewer, literally, at the moment. Waiting. Wait, here we go. Let me see if I. All right, the real monitor that works. That's pretty good. And I got 7 more minutes, so I think that's good. Yesterday, I did the entire show, and there was an echo the whole entire time. It was unusable, so I gotta do it again. Hence the test. So, but I'm gonna take some of this time off. But let me just give me a minute to prep. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining. Hey, look, I'm early. I'm early. Thanks for joining, watching, whoever you are. Oh, here I am. This is not really me, obviously. I don't have blonde hair like this. Although I like the curls. My name is Ed. That's what I'm known on the streets out here. Ed. And this is my show, just another crypto show, aka JAX. And this is where I talk about crypto and other things. And hold on, let me take these headphones off. I can just hear myself. And I talk about other things. And basically, this is my journey. I got into crypto February of 2021. So I've been, I guess, in the game about 11 months now. Nearly about almost 11 months. Because it was towards the end of February. But this is my journey. Me documenting my journey, the things I learned. Let me get rid of these fists. This ninja looks too aggressive. No, not punching anybody. Okay, that's better. This is just me documenting my journey, and and sharing what I've learned, and that's pretty much it. And if it helps anybody or gives insight to or ideas or inspiration, to some people out there, then great. This is the live Bitcoin. Look at this. It was just pumping. It's not 42, and now it's about to. We'll see how this looks. See how that plays out. This is the agenda for today's show. I'm gonna go over my updated strategy. And wait, no, oh no, I had the wrong slide the whole entire time. This was supposed to be what was on the whole time, but anyway. This is the content gonna go over year 0. Passive income, taxes, credit, debit stuff, getting rewards, Visa, MasterCard, Operation Ninja Turtle. I'm gonna update y'all on that. Chinese New Year, and my personal 2022 project picks. But you're gonna have to wait till the end to get those. So that's what I'm gonna talk about, and don't mind me if I speed through this because this is the second time I'm doing this. Dagnabbit. Okay. But last night I was actually a different character. I was a little red monster. So year 0. I really do feel I appropriately named my current year 0, because that's really now, especially now, how I feel like, because so yeah, let me tell the end of 2021 was a bit, up till now, I mean, it's not so. Let's look at the just look at the 4 hour. I'm really liking the 4 hour, 1 hour a lot, because I like the more. Okay, so I mean, what, I'll just lay it out. Oh, what happened to her arm? Come on, put the arm down. Whoa! Whoa! What are you doing? No. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, she's okay. All right. It's all good. So I was layering in around here heavy, just hoping for this for Bitcoin to go up this way, and unfortunately that's not what Bitcoin did, and she's continuing down. It's kind of like a bear. The question is now, are we in a bear market? That's what it's all everybody talking about, blah blah blah. But my convictions, all in all, just my convictions remain the same. I really, because of the technology, in the crypto space, particularly with technology, I feel like this is kind of annoying me. I can't do the show with the arm up like that the whole entire time. Oh goodness. If it's not the sound, okay, let's just do this. Okay, this ain't too bad. Right. So basically, I'm very convicted in this whole space. I feel like this is the future. So long term, I'm holding for the most part, right? So this is just like a part of it. When you're holding long term, this is a part of it when it goes down and lower. So just a reminder, I basically put in my head, this is like basically this whole crypto thing. That it's like a 5-year plan, right, to see how this plays out. So I layered it hard around here, and I'm basically tapped out, and then it went lower, and that's like my biggest learning thing that I learned right there. And I felt it. That's the thing. Sometimes, see, there's a lot of learning that I'm going to share with the audience right now that I've learned recently, right? So remember this dip. This was not, was it the Omicron? Yeah, this was Omicron. When the Omicron remix came out, shit went down there. Then it went back up here, right? So this whole entire time, I mean, we all kind of knew there's a good chance it's gonna go back down, at least to there again, right? And this is what I'm learning is I get so the problem with me, and I need to learn how to be better at this. You know, when I get sometimes when I have money, I want to use it. It's like it's burning a hole in my pocket. I want to put it somewhere. If not put it somewhere, put it into an asset where I could let it sit there and chill, right? And that's the problem. Not a problem, but the thing is, you know, I'm gonna mention it later as well. One of these, but in the tax section, right? Once you have capital in an asset, it's very hard to take it out in the sense that you don't want to take it out, right? You don't want to. Once it's in there, especially if it's Bitcoin. Bitcoin, you know, I'm just not selling Bitcoin. So, wait. All right, let's just do that. Ready for the karate chop. So basically, I mean, I just got tapped out, right? Like, you know, I just like I couldn't roll anymore, man. I went heavy, and then this happened. So that was like around New Year's or something around here. No, New Year's right here. This is right. So and then now this has been the past few weeks. So I've come to this where I've come to the conclusion where basically I have in my head now. I'm basically all the stuff, the investments I've done. And by the way, I made a calculation, year-end calculation, and I am in profit with my assets, even taking that snapshot during these times. So I feel good about that. Maybe it's a bit of beginner's luck, but I just think, well, part of it, it was a bull market. You know, it wasn't that very difficult to make money, right? So, but nonetheless, I made money last year, so in crypto, so that's good. So, but so basically, I ran. You know, you always have to have capital standby, right, for more opportunities, and how you where you hold it. Stablecoin now is a promising place. So basically, you have to have a lot, and I did have a lot, but I've been layering it for a while now. Oh my God, looking back, oh man, yeah, I've been layering throughout since fall. Oh man, my goodness, those are fun days. It was fun when it's good time. It's good times when you have cash to blow. Just that's so stupid. No, but I put it because of that time, and also I did remember I put a lot of those stuff I earned from profits and the work that my freelance work. I also did that put towards a house, so that kind of balanced everything out, right? But yeah, the point is now I have to put myself into like I have to be a turtle. You have the strategy is you save you save until you have like or hustle. You have to have a side job or whatever. It's like my freelancing stuff. You got to do that extra hustle, get a bunch of capital, and then go in heavy on the right projects, right? Excuse me. So that's and really be patient. Let's see. Right, be patient because there's always going to be. Now that I feel these moments that we're on dips, I felt like the first time that I really felt it was a summer when the summer was. I remember, yeah, after my daughter's graduation. Yeah, yeah, she graduated. Wait, this is like is this? Let me close this. This is a 20. Yeah, yep, right here. And I remember I was in New Jersey and this shit dropped, and that whole summer was pretty like, ugh. And then we started coming. So and then it happens again, and you see how you definitely see how things are manipulated to look like it's the world events that cause these certain things, but really it's the other way around. When world events happen, that's when there's going to be a move because the market makers move in the direction that they want to, using the event as an excuse, right? For example, Omicron, right? So now now I'm feeling this whole bearish when it's really feeling bearish, right? That's the time. that's the time to go shopping, or even really be ready for the moment to go shopping, because all we know, it might drop lower even here. Because if you think about this, look, it's like a if I didn't, I don't know if I mentioned, this is Bitcoin, by the way. It's basically Bitcoin's like the S&P for crypto, more or less, right? So it's like, but figuratively speaking, of course, head and shoulders, where this is like a head here, and it might complete another shoulder like that. So it's gonna be like jib, 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 and then up or down, right? And so, yeah, that's not gonna be for another. So that's today's the 17th. So it might be like, oh, how come I can't see the date over here? What happened? What? This disappears right when I want to see it. Well, let's just say mid-April, April maybe-ish. But that's just like that. There's no technical. I'm just playing around with this, like doing really rough estimations. But wait for those bearish moments, and that's when to go shopping. That's what you say. You gotta wait for those moments, right? You gotta like really be accurate with these when you enter the market, when you buy certain stuff, buy anything. Okay, so that's what I was talking about here. Build capital for the next investments. Meanwhile, and also at the same time, continuing to dollar cost average on the projects that you still like. And Bitcoin, for example, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, continuing to dollar cost average. Meanwhile, while you're still also building capital, because the dollar cost averaging strategy is a really good long-term strategy. Meanwhile, looking for gems, looking for the next gem, right? I'm focused on tech, digital real estate, metaverse, and gaming. These are really big. These are gonna blow up. This whole sector here. You just feel it. I want to give it a punch because I feel like it's gonna do something. Oh man, I lost the punch. All right. Well, anyway, there's gonna be a lot of cool stuff in this sector, and it's exploding right before our eyes, and we can't deny it. So you have to find the right place. I would think that for the most part, just really just listening to what's going on, playing around with the beta versions of the tech. Now's a good time you can really, really see projects, interact with it, and be a user, and even know if a product is good or bad, and thus if it's good, then you're going to really invest in it and also partake in it, meanwhile earning the native token as well, right? It's like, yeah. Taylor okay, I just mentioned that. And I still need to tailor my come up with a new dollar cost averaging plan. And there is no rush. There is no rush. Apart for this show, because I've been on this first slide for about like so long. I'm also going to take a lot of learning, more learning in this sector. I'm just reading a lot more, reading a trading book and investments and stuff, and it's really fun. I love soaking up this information. It's really fun. So this is going to be a lot of learning for me. Also in the project management field, being now that I'm actually certified to do this, I love it actually. I could see applying this to a lot of projects and operations that I have running is going to definitely increase probability of achieving the objective. It's great. I love it, and I love soaking up the information. So there's I'm going to put a lot of my time into that area. Meanwhile, right? So, but I'm kind of fast forwarding to the second bullet point. You can see I'm stepping away from the charts for a while, right? For the most part, because I'm seeing all these good prices, but I can't even buy anything anymore. I'm tapped out, right? So this is the reason. This is a good, perfect opportunity, right, to do other things, to develop yourself. Whenever you cannot partake in a certain activity that you want to, you could always adapt to the situation and build on yourself while you are waiting, right? At any given moment, you can always self-development and do that while earning passive income, right? It's the opposite of aggressive, you know, taking action. And just here, it's just passive, your money working for you. Basically, finding, so as I mentioned, you know what? I think I may have forgotten to mention something here, where basically everything that I've invested so far, I'm just gonna like forget about it and start at zero and just let's see. If anything, I'm gonna you know, in all my accounts, I have the hide function where I can't see the amount, and so it's like I'm gonna just pretend like, you know what, it's not even there. At least I'll probably I'll take a look at it if and whenever Bitcoin gets to 70,000, because I do plan to sell some stuff when it gets to 70. Because then definitely for sure, when it breaks all-time high and gets to 70 and 70 plus, most of the stuff that I'm holding will be in profit. But till then, I'm just pretending it's just, you know, not there, and or I might be, this might take years. Who knows? Sometimes if this is a bear market, sometimes these things may take years sometimes. But I'm in no rush. And all the assets, the crypto assets, what I did was put them in places where I could earn passive income, where you could earn interest rates and all these, right? And I said, oh, I forgot to mention, none of this is financial advice. This is all entertainment. None of this is financial advice. So if I say something, do your own research, and yeah, this is all for entertainment and educational. No, that's not what I want to go to. So I know I've mentioned this in the previous show. You can go to different centralized or DeFi. This is a centralized example, and you could see, for example, here, you know, when I did the show, last night when I did the show that didn't go well, Binance was giving 95% APY on Axie Infinity. But wow. So you have to, sometimes you have to really be on the lookout, keep looking at on these things, because out of nowhere you will find different opportunities for staking or just parking your assets there and earning interest on it. Let's see. Sign up, like for example, Nexo is another one that gives some interest, but they're also a loaning project as well. And there's DeFi projects as well. Now a popular one is UST, US Terra, right? US Terra is getting, well, Terra in general is one of actually my picks for, you know, I'll mention that for later, Terra Luna. And this is a very cool project because, especially the token economics, basically every time Terra has a stable coin, I'll try to say this quickly. Terra has a stable coin, which is UST, and whenever a stable coin, a Terra stable coin is minted, a Terra Luna is burned, right? So in that sense, it kind of makes it, I guess, is the governance token. I believe. I'm not sure. I might be using that word incorrectly, but it makes its token deflationary. So it's a good thing, and the price has been going up. It's been really, really good. If you take a look at Terra Luna, let's take a look real quick. How Terra? I've been away from the charts really for the past day. Whoa! Look at that. Oh wait, is this Luna USD? USD. Okay. No, it's okay. Oh, look at that. That would have been a nice place to pick up some Terra right there. 74. Yeah. Look, because you can kind of see it. You can see the patterns. A W right there. Bam. Our friend W, Mr. Wolfgang. How you doing over there? The Terra's nice. So basically, Terra Luna, you could stake it. There's an anchor protocol. You can take your UST and stake it into anchor protocol, and you get 20% on your UST. So it's 20%. Right? I'm not doing this. But I'm hearing that's what a lot of people are doing at the moment. And Terra is really hot. But basically, the whole point of this is, uh, during times like this when the market's like really shitty, is a good time to really just look at your assets. Are they in the best place? Can you kind of organize stuff better, put them together, see where there's best interest rates, and just park it there? Because again, and for the most part, we're just holding this, right? Or decide what you want to put in cold storage as well. That's also, well, in regards to security. The only problem with doing cold storage, there's not many places where you could earn interest at the same time while having it in cold storage. So, right, let's go back to here. Yeah, walk away from the charts. You know what? I'm there's a whole world out there that that sometimes we just have to take a moment and really enjoy life around us, life, how beautiful it is. Like every moment, make it's up to you to make your life beautiful and enjoy it. Some of us, maybe those that can relate, I'm a workaholic and I forget to just really to because I'm so busy doing the stuff, making it, etc., making the moves on my hustle, that I forget to just, let's just pay yourself, treat yourself sometimes, and just kind of like not just treat yourself, but just see other things that you might find interest in. I'm getting back to just, I'm like constantly reading, like I felt like when I was a teenager, like every single moment, not just when I'm taking a shit, but like when I'm sitting down, when I'm waiting for the oven to heat up. I'm like, I'm in literally in the middle of 4 books at the moment, and each one for different aspects of stuff that I'm really interested in at the moment. Back to my physical, just hanging out with the boy, but we're locked down. We just opened up the lockdown. We were locked down in Amsterdam. We just opened up the stuff, but it was kind of like a lockdown light. I don't know, shit's pretty crazy out there, but yeah, it's like there's a lot of stuff. I'm watching movies again, so I'm just trying to find ways. Yeah, I say I say take a moment and appreciate life. And it sounds so boring. Oh, chill with your significant other, if you got a boyfriend, girlfriend. Hang out, do something fun. Yeah, have a bunch of sex. That's always fun. That's more. That beats looking at the charts. Depends though. Learn while you earn. I just added this one today actually. Minimize expenses. And always look for when going into the new year. Look where you can cut expenses. This particularly goes to my younger audiences, right? So a lot of times I'm thinking that I want to say a message to my like my sons and my nephews. My daughter, she's already a big girl, and I'm always like giving her advice. But and plus, she's a woman, so it's I can give her as advice as a late to. You know what I mean, right? Anyway, women tell us what to do, not the other way around, right? So there, right? But I can give. So I'm gonna give advice to my boys, and so especially if you're in your 20s right now, it's a good time. You're really in a good time because this whole digital thing. It's you. There are many ways if you just put the hustle and just plan it out. You could just be really comfortably wealthy. Yeah, in a relatively fast amount of time. Definitely in comparison to previous generations. So, I think I can definitely I can share some experiences to that age group, like say if you're late teens, even early 20s, right? And you know what, the minimized expenses, a lot of it like hanging out. If you find that you're hanging out like going to the clubs 2 times 3 times a week, I still see people on my that I'm connected to on the Instagram. Oh man, I really boomed. Yeah, I went boomer for a moment there. On Instagram, with the bottles every now and then, and this and that, like often, right? You know what? That's cool. No judgments. You know, no judgments. But some a lot of times you're spending money when you go out. You're spending a lot of money, and yeah, when I look back and I see all the money, the money I wasted in my 20s on like stupid shit, you know. I mean, we didn't have Bitcoin back then, but damn, think about it, right? Hanging out with the boys, easy $200. You could just have, you pay two, you know, the next day you could have $200 for a hangover, right? Or $200 worth of Bitcoin, or you know, or 100 of Bitcoin, 100 of Ethereum. Think about it, right? Right. Taxes, right? So it's kind of like tax season now, or coming up. Let's look at Bitcoin. Oh wait, there was been a little bit of pump there. Let's go back to the 15. No, right. Okay. Right. So tax season is upon us. So I'm gonna I'm going to adjust my strategy on how I treat my taxes. Previously, what I was doing, I was putting the money, so particularly for the money I receive from the capital that I get from doing freelance jobs, because I have to take the responsibility in putting the taxes aside, right? And what I've been doing lately for the past, you know, half a year or so is putting that money in Bitcoin or different assets, mostly Bitcoin, right? I figure the plan was, you know what, when I get a tax bill coming up, I could always take it out, right? Well, I'm realizing that's not really a good strategy because, like I said before, whenever whenever you put capital, particularly in Bitcoin, I'm not gonna see that anymore. Not anymore. Not for like a few years, at least, because I'm not gonna sell it. I'm not gonna sell it. Why? You don't sell Bitcoin, right? You hold it, right? So I just don't want to, especially now, because selling any of your assets now, you're taking a loss. You're gonna have to wait at least till we're like back. What is this? Oh, I'm looking at Luna. Wait a second. Yeah, here's Bitcoin. So at least, wow, you gotta, what is this for? Oh my goodness, we got a long way to go to even think about wanting to sell stuff, right? Oh, I'm on the 15. That's why. But you get the picture, right? We've got a long way to go, and so I realize it's not really. Hold on for a second. I need to check the audio. I want to make sure that audio is good. Hold on. Hello. I am now. All right. I think it's good. All right. So, I think it's good. That doesn't sound good. I'll see if I can multitask and check the audio while I am continuing with. I'm doing a show, Ed. Hey, pull it together, will you? Yeah, once you put the money in the Bitcoin, it ain't coming up. So, what am I to do then? Well, I'm thinking I'm just gonna look for the solution. The new solution is to put tax money into equities or stocks, and stocks as well. I'm probably gonna put it into an index. I'm thinking something like, you know, renewable energy or the S&P or something, right? Because even stocks, sometimes you get attached to a stock as well, and then you don't want to liquidate it, or you know. So it comes to the point. So I'm in a situation now. I got a tax bill coming up, and yeah, I don't want to take out a Bitcoin, so you know it has to come from somewhere else. And also, on ramp, this is something that if you're getting into, if you're just new to crypto, and you have to get familiar with the whole on ramp off ramp thing, right? Where 1 second, on ramp, and how getting your money into crypto and back, right? And so you basically just have to make sure that you find the fastest way. You know what? This is a boring topic. I'm gonna skip that. Just find the fastest way to be able to from cash money to an exchange. Right? Rewards on spending. Here we go. All right, give me a moment. I really want to make sure that the audio is working, so I'm gonna leave y'all with some music for a moment, and I'm gonna go double check the sound. And I'm gonna double check the sound. All right. So it looks like it's working. Good. So where was I? Just updating you on my new approach to things. Rewards on spending. Okay, a reminder. If you're into the crypto, you have to find a way where your regular expenses, the biggest one is being the groceries, for example. You have to find a way where you could spend groceries. The money you spend on groceries, you get rewarded for something, be it air miles or points or crypto. I think now in this day and age, crypto is the best thing because that is the one that will long term, especially because you're compounding it over time, over all the time you're using your expenses, you're earning a little bit of crypto. That I think I will appreciate more in the long run. Miles are also cool, particularly if you travel a lot, but I just think that nowadays I could find a flight for cheap, right? Adjust the dates for a bit, and I'll find a flight to anywhere for a pretty reasonable price. I don't mind paying the cash for it. So I don't think that really makes you see what I'm saying? I could save like with the miles if I use KLM and I fly with KLM. I mean, okay, it does. I've saved a lot, but right. Anyway, so that's the balance. To each his own how you would approach that. But point is, you should definitely get something, right? And I'm very interested on what's going to happen with Amex in a few years because Amex is pretty. It's not taken. I like Amex because of the perks, but it's not taken in a lot of places, particularly in Europe, and but the perks are awesome, but they don't. You can't do any. There's like a wall between Amex and crypto. You can't buy anything crypto related. You can't use anything and buy anything crypto related using your American Express, which I find strange, and I don't know why. And maybe it's because of the whole crypto miles thing. Could be, I don't know, but I'm curious how it's going to play out. Also, there's a lot of talk about Visa, MasterCard going down, which is this is very possible. The whole credit card, right now, everything that I'm saying might be completely flipped in maybe a couple of years because think about it, Visa, MasterCard, these guys basically, for the most part, allow to move your liquid really really fast from anywhere in the world, like. And in some cases it's they do it on credit, but let's just leaving credit out of it. Let's say even from a debit perspective, you're moving the liquid really really fast, right? But isn't that the same thing that we could do with crypto now? I could send you cash anytime, 24/7, peer to peer, right? Sooner or later, we're not going to need Visa or MasterCard to do this for us. We could do it with our phones. So that's going to change. And you could see they're getting into the game because they probably see that already, and now they're getting into the crypto game because of that. Not Amex though, they're not out, but Visa and MasterCard, you see that they're getting into the crypto space, and that's probably why, because they see they will be obsolete sooner or later, so they have to kind of, I mean, maybe it's they will be useful as just providing the material for the that makes the card. Where you, I don't know. There's gonna be a lot of new partnerships. You know, gonna be. We'll see. I'm thinking. Binance and Crypto.com. These are, after rewards on spending. Yeah, after a lot of you trying to do different cards, it was Bitpanda, yada yada yada. I found that Binance and Crypto.com, I think are pretty much the best for getting a Visa card where you could get these rewards. Binance is I'm leaning towards Binance. I'm using my daughter's Binance card. I opened up a Binance account for her, and her card was delivered here. I'm gonna give it to her, but I'm using it at the moment, and I'm using it because Crypto.com still hasn't sent me my upgraded card. I'm really pissed about that, and it's like, it's really annoying, but it's okay. It's okay. But they do give good rewards. The both of them. So this is. I don't know about Binance US though. I don't know about Binance US. If I was in the US, I would definitely look into looking for an exchange that provides a Visa card, a trusted exchange that provides a Visa card, and start using it and earning crypto on your expenses. All your expenses, all your monthly expenses that you pay with a credit card or debit card, anything. Just switch it over to your rewards card, Crypto.com card, right? For example, switch everything to that card. Your Spotify especially your Spotify and your, what's the other one? Netflix. You can get that for free depending on what level. The first level, the red level, you already get Spotify for free. So long you got to switch the monthly payment to that. But just switch everything and just make sure, set it to a certain date, and you have to make sure that you have enough money in the Visa card that covers that every single month. But then boom, that's like it's a way of kind of like automating all your bills. Not automating, but just treating it as one big chunk, and you'll be getting a lot of rewards every month in crypto. Operation Turtle Power, bye US. Okay, so USDT, aka Tether, USDT. There's a lot of odd stuff going around, and a lot of it could just be FUD. But if you ever seen this Tether, it's like one of the main used stable coins, right? Especially really, really popular outside of the US, particularly like in Asia. It's super popular. Everybody uses it. And a stable coin basically is pegged to a dollar, a US dollar, right? Because most of the crypto is measured in, against the US dollar. Most stable coins, unless they're localized stable coins that are pegged to the local currency, especially now there's central bank digital CBDC, central bank digital coins, which basically is the government monitoring their people. But so be careful with CBDCs, and that's another reason there's a whole battle going on now with stable coins at the moment. And excuse me. So basically, this is like pegged to a dollar, quote unquote. But the company Tether is having a hard time proving or showing that the capital that they say is there is truly there, right? For example, USD coin. This is an American company actually. It's audited and everything that yes, all the capital that's in USDC is also, there's an equivalent to a dollar in the real world, right? So, but Tether, on the other hand, there's a bit of a uncertainty or something. I don't know. But the thing is, the point is, if the worst case scenario, if Tether turns out to be like the biggest scam in human history, it would do so much damage to this whole space, right? It would be bad. it would be like a black swan event, for example. So that's the whole very uncertain thing with Tether, right? But now, it'll be, if that happened, it'll be bad. But not, it's already, there's a move to get out of USDT, right? And using other stable coins. So that being said, when I was trading on Gate.io, which I'm still gonna keep my account, right? But Gate.io, remember I opened it on the first episode. You could only trade with USDT. That's the only stable coin that's there. So I moved my assets out. I just distributed to other stuff. But the trading now is going to happen when I get into trading more again, and hopefully, yeah, I intend to. The intention is to do trading on the show in the future. I'm just not sure how to do that approach at the moment. But we're going to be trading on Binance, which they don't only have USDT. How do I change this? Oh my god. I'm so not professional today. I'm not prepared. But you could do BUSD, for example, which is the Binance USD, for example. So, yeah, we're just getting out of USDT and use Binance for trading. So that's one thing. The next thing I wanted to talk about is, so then upcoming Lunar New Year, aka Chinese New Year. To be honest, this means more to me than like the January 1st, because January 1st is really only works on, not even on this planet anymore, because to the time it takes for us to go around the sun, over time it's going to change. So the 365 days in a quarter, I think it was, yes, 365 days in a quarter, sooner or later is not going to work. And so the Lunar New Year is, for me, makes more sense because it's tied to the cosmos. So February 1st, 2022 is this year's Lunar New Year, because it is the first new moon of the year. And we're going into the year of the tiger. So me personally, I like to prepare for that. And it's a very I grew up with a lot of Filipino upbringing, and a lot of the Chinese stuff even get like trickles down there, like different Asian type customs and the stuff that you're familiar with, and you just kind of get used to it, and it becomes, and I enjoy it, and I embrace it, and I my mom actually, we didn't really do Chinese New Year. I don't remember. Did we? I don't remember now. I don't remember if me and my family. I don't think we did. But I just remember the regular New Year's. The food was amazing. But anyway, like having rice, you have to have a lot of rice. That's one thing. Stock up on your rice, boys and girls. Make sure your rice bins are filled when you're going into the new year. Also, very, very important, if you are borrowing anything, right, money or an objects or anything, if you're return it, do your best to return it to the person before February 1st as well. Not personal advice, but this is how I am. Any projects, big projects, try to finish up. You just want to go in, and it's the standard. Clean the house from top to bottom. Every single corner has to be cleaned. Get rid of stuff that you don't need. So this is what's going to be going down in the house here in the next couple week and a half. So I'm going to be stepping away from stepping away from the charts, doing this stuff, preparing for other things that I don't know. I'm not sure when I'll do another show, but yeah. So yeah. So here's my current list. I forgot to mention, by the way, because I wanted to, when I first wanted to do this episode, it was in the middle of my both of my sons had COVID at the same time, and my younger son was with his mom, so he stayed with her, and my elder son, he was in New Jersey, and they both got it at the same time, and he was supposed to come here he was supposed to come here, and he couldn't fly, of course, because he had COVID. So I was a bit bummed about that, but we already have he's coming next month, but um, um, yeah, I was just bummed with just them having COVID. I don't know why I'm bringing this up at the moment. There was a purpose to this, well, or maybe there wasn't. Maybe there wasn't. But I wanted to reach out to you guys, that one viewer. And by the way, I looked when I was doing the test, when I was looking at the test, testing the audio just moments ago. There was only one viewer, and that was me. So what I'm trying to say is, I missed you guys while my boys were on COVID, and I wanted to talk to somebody, and now it feels good that I'm here talking to myself, apparently. So here's my current list of interesting assets that I'm going to be interested in this year. Full disclosure, I am holding bags of most of this stuff, and I will continue to dollar cost average with a lot of these as well. And we got up here, and I'm going to quickly talk about why I like these projects. Crypto.com, their marketing, their Visa card, it's blowing up, and you could even see my card is in back order. It's taking them like weeks for them to get it to me. It's when retail's going into the space, and a lot of retail is getting into the space really, really soon, hard, through particularly because of NFTs, because of gaming, because of the metaverse. That's gonna bring the retail in here. All this stuff is gonna blow up. Everybody's gonna want their Visa card. Everybody over 18 years old is gonna want a Visa card so they can spend their crypto, and they're gonna know, oh, crypto.com, boom. So that's gonna continue to go up. Atom, Cosmos, interoperability. Atom is a very cool project because as soon Cosmos network, as soon as when it comes to the time where retail's trying to FOMO in, everybody's trying to go in, it's blowing up, a lot of consumer stuff, a lot of really triple A games on the blockchain, etc. Might take a couple years. I don't know when that's going to be, but when that happens, there will be there's going to be a lot of different chains. There's going to be Ethereum, there's going to be Phantom, Solana, Cardano, etc., etc. Cosmos makes the different chains talk to each other and work together. It's an ever-expanding ecosystem of interconnected apps and services built for a decentralized future. And Cosmos has been pumping lately, but yeah, I have a hard time saying that word, interoperable. Goodness gracious, let's break it down. Interoperability. So I think I still put an extra syllable there. So yeah, I've always liked Atom. I still do. Gala Gaming, just look it up. Gala's doing big stuff with gaming. Hero, I've shared this before. Hero is where you could have a photograph of your entire, like a whole 360 degrees photo of yourself with many cameras, and then they build you an avatar for the metaverse. Yeah, there it is. Right? That's gonna be badass. As far as I know, they're the only people doing this. So, yeah, that might be something. HNT. This is Helium. Helium. I'm into Helium. I have a Helium miner, right? So this is Helium. Now I'm very, very bullish on Helium because, oops, I'm putting the wrong thing. Helium network, because even if I'm hearing from a lot of people that a lot of the YouTube influencers that are Helium, mining Helium at the moment is one of the most profitable and less expensive ways to mine crypto at the moment, right? So you mine Helium with, like, for example, one of these miners. I happen to have this one right here. The only problem is it's very difficult to get one. I bought it off Marktplaats. It's like a local, it's like a Dutch eBay, right? Um, and I paid some Algorand for it. And so when I first got it, I was earning one HNT a day. It was nice, but I went through this whole drama. Maybe I'll make a video about my whole helium journey. But now I'm averaging 0.12. I'm just like gonna down round it to zero point 0.1 helium a day, which comes out to like $3 at the moment. HNT is at, let us see, at $30. Yeah, so $3. Look at $3 a day. That I mean, sorry, I'm making yeah $3 a day, which is not bad. That's not bad. I'm happy with that, and so I'm getting 2 more coming. I've ordered 2 more, and that's the thing. So let me show you how. Let me tell you how it works real quick, just so you understand helium. I'm gonna draw right here on this chart. So for example, this is my helium miner. For example, right? So it's like that little box that's attached that you saw on the other screen is attached to a antenna, which is by my window, and it sends out a beacon, beep 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 beep, right? And say, you know, 10 kilometers away, another person with a helium miner picks up the beacon, like, oh hey, yeah, I sees ya, we out here, and then he sends back confirmation of receipt, right? Yeah, I hears ya, and then I get it back, like, boom, oh yeah, someone out there is listening to me. I'm not just talking to myself. And then when that happens, that we're basically saying that's a proof of the coverage, right? So you're telling the helium network that, yeah, we're here. I sent out the beacon. My boy out here, he heard it. He said, what's up? You know? He's like, yo. Sent it back. And that's, yo. And then boom, proof of coverage. We both get paid. You see what I'm saying? We both get paid. Now, the theory is, let me show you a bit of the network at the moment. Now helium's gonna blow up. Because think about it, right? I have this, this personal thing that I'm learning. Like every time that I'm into something, and I'm whenever you're into something so much and you love it and you love the product and you're talking about it, etc., etc., chances are there's other people that feel the same way as you. And then maybe what the thing that you're talking about might be something that, as far as the price in stock or whatever, there's growth there if you love it so much, right? Well, I'm seeing that time and time again. Another recent example is Crypto.com, right? It like really like 10x from when I got in and was loving it, from like where it is now. Maybe that's like more like an 8x actually. So now is what I'm feeling with helium, but even deeper, right? Because I actually ordered this thing. Well, I ordered it. I didn't receive the ones I ordered. I bought the ones off Marktplaats, and I received it and I put it in my house. So point, I got hardware. I'm taking that extra step of like investing in hardware to sit in my house and do all this stuff, right? And all these other people are doing the same thing, right? There's 3 people here, 4 people here. When I first got into it, there were about 5 people in my hexagon. Is that a hexagon? 1, 2. Yeah, in my hexagon, and now there's like 12. So, and that's like half a year. So it's like, doubled, more than double. It's more and more people are getting into it. Now, when there's too many people in the hexagon, your rewards get a bit limited, but you can move your spot a little bit. There's a little bit of wiggle room, but the move is, and I'm gonna say a tip right now, and I don't care. I just want to share knowledge. I realize that the trick is to get at least 2. If you're gonna get in, if you're gonna find a way to get into this, get at least 2. I would suggest at least 3, but 2, because if you can find 2 and then you could put them in close to each other where it's not very populated, right? Like say if I had, if I don't know how you would do this if you just happen to know people or something, right? Have friends here or make a friend. I don't know, for example, but yeah, it doesn't look like this is very residential, but for the sake of argument. You had one here and you had one here or here, right? If you set that up, automatically, right off the jump, every single reward you're gonna get it twice because you're gonna get received from both ends, being the beacon and the receiver. So that's the move. That is so I'm trying to I'm trying to make some friends in like these farmlands, you know. I'm trying to find me hanging out. You're gonna find me hanging out in some dingy old bar in the Netherlands. Now, probably not a good idea. But so right, what is the next one? Let's see. I kind of went off there for on helium, but that's how much I'm liking it. I'm telling you, it's gonna blow up. So not just mining it, but I believe the price of it, and also they got 5G. They have a 5G technology, and think about it, right? Just think of. See, I'm going more helium. Just think about it. Imagine if they're plotting the whole entire globe with their technology. Oh man, I gotta make some friends in Africa. They're going to be able to send information. We're not going to need the internet. Do you get this? We're going to be able to send 5G information throughout the network. I feel like there's going to be some sort of mobile, I don't know, maybe a company is going to even want to buy them out. I don't know. Anything can happen. The point is we're in already. Either you're invested or you're mining or both. Avalanche. I'm liking Avalanche. I'm using it now because it's cheap and fast to send, just like Tron. Yeah, I just like these guys. I haven't really gotten in deep into the Avalanche ecosystem, but right now I'm liking it. So I'm stocking up when I can, and I use that as kind of like capital to move around. Same thing with Tron as well. Luna. I talked about Luna earlier. Good token economics. Matic. It's like Ethereum Lite. The way I look at Matic, because Polygon Matic, that's a nice because Polygon is one of the main layer 2 options for Ethereum, right? Where because Ethereum is very very cheap and congested. I'm talking about the opposite. It's very expensive and congested. So Polygon is like a layer 2 that sits on top of that. And no, this is not. Oh wait, it's this, but let's see. So it's by Ethereum, and it basically it's like a buffer, So and it's faster, it's much more scalable. It's cheaper to use, and it writes to Ethereum. It's just basically it's a layer 2, right? So, but it's a layer 2, but it's become because of its I don't know, the popularity and people like to use it, and because there are a lot of dApps and everything are being built on Polygon now. It's acting like a layer 1 now, and that's actually acting like a layer 1. So people are actually just building on Polygon rather than building on, like say Ethereum for example. They're building on Polygon. And I think recently they just released a NFT marketplace. I think if I'm not correct, or a game at a So yeah, I got some catching up to do, but so the way I look at it. Imagine Ethereum is he's like this really hotshot executive dude, right? He's of the company, and he's just hard to get to. He just never has time. And Polygon is like his assistant, but his assistant is a pretty cool person too. He actually he'll sit down, eat lunch with you. He's a cool guy, and he's actually funny and cool to hang out with. But that's his connect. You see what I'm saying? Polygon is cool too. And you'll chill with Polygon, work with him, because Ethereum is very expensive. So you see what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at it. But I actually have to start doing some more use of Polygon. But I'm gonna look more deeper into it. Not only I make this list because this is a list that I'm interested as well to do continuing research on and just watching how these projects develop as well. And last but not least, Axie Infinity. Mainly because of its user case. The user case is off the chain. No pun intended. That's stupid, right? Especially because I wrote that there as like I was planning that. The user case being that Filipinos and Filipinas in the Philippines are using Axie Infinity to pay for groceries, to live, to pay for rent. They are living off Axie Infinity, and if that's not a user case, I don't know what is. Um, that makes me proud, actually, and that's why I'm still bullish on Axie. And the fact that this was it will always go down as the first. Um, it will always go down as the first play to earn game, and I believe it's a metaverse as well. Like there's a metaverse. There is actually you can buy land in there now, so that's something like that ties into the real estate. So that's pretty interesting. That's probably gonna go up. Where did my notes go? Oh, I wanted to share something with y'all. So yeah, good news. This is my Axie team. So I got my Axie team. Me and my daughter a few days ago, I finally took the time and bought a few Axies to get her mom started on it. And yeah, so I'm hearing good things. I'm getting the lowdown. It's really cool. So these are the guys. This is the team that I'm sponsoring. She's there going on battles. It's really nice. It's really nice to hear. And what's really cool, what had me literally falling out of my chair. So my ex-wife, she was telling me that in the game, because I told her, so what's the name of her team, and she told me, I can't even repeat it. It's this really silly Filipino sounding name, right? And the language, the Tagalog language, is very, very silly and funny, especially when you're playing around with it. It's just hilarious. I can't explain it. You'd have to understand Tagalog to understand, but I feel it's like the funniest language. And she was telling me how a lot of the team names that she's going into battle with all these other teams, and a lot of the teams are all like Filipino names, but like really like funny words and stuff, like a play on word. That's the thing, like the Filipino language, it's a lot of playing on the words or how things sound. There's a lot of that. So she was just telling me some, and just I was just cracking up, but that made me so proud, right? That like, wow, there's such a Philippine influence in Axie Infinity, where you get these names, and like most people, that if you're not Filipino, if you're not from the Philippines, you're not gonna understand like what are these, you might even think it's from Thailand or something, but like it's really these odd names. Like she was telling me, like one did say like puntangin mo, and that's a really really terrible thing to say. Don't ever say that to a Filipino, by the way, because you will get stabbed 100%. So this is my team, and yeah, we're really excited about that, getting some Axie adventures. And yeah, this is getting into the whole gaming space. This is it's happening. Love it. So that's the news, guys. Yeah, thank you for your time, and enjoy the rest of your day or night, whatever. And peace.